I would like to request that I be the liaison from the board with Diane. I've already been, Mr. DeBose has already asked me to testify when we go to court. So, I mean, this way I will certainly let Sarah know everything that's going on. I can give her the background all the way back to 2004. And so, I mean, then that way, you're not spending money calling Diane so she can explain what I could explain better just by meeting with you at the thing. But I would like to, if we have to call the attorney again or whatever, certainly with the board's permission, I would not be calling her every 5 minutes. But at least if she needs to get back to a board member, I would like to be the liaison on this case.
Well, how much time do you think, I mean, how many conversations you're gonna have? I thought it just goes, you know, if it's gonna go to court, you go to the court.
Basically, if she needed something, or she thought, you know, she would wanna make sure.
She is awaiting a follow-up from our conversation today.
Absolutely.
Because it's in
Because she
limbo a
did
little
tell
bit
me,
right now.
She wants to know, if the board wants to continue going forward.
Right, when she called me after, she said she was glad I was back because she knows I know these cases. And
Well,
so
you know,
she just said that, you know, that was her thing, is they've gone to mediation with this before. And basically, he refused and said that he wants to go before a judge. Well, okay, fine, then if that's what he wants to do. They're really, where they were scheduled to go, basically, you could go to small claims court. You go to small claims court and, fine, they could tell you, all right, you have to pay the fine. But they're not gonna tell you, they can't make you keep your truck
Right,
in the
it's two
garage.
separate issues. There's
Right.
the injunction
And
and the
it
fine.
isn't the money. The money is not an issue here. It is the documents, and abiding by the document, and
Yeah.
also knowing if our documents are worth the paper they're written on.
well, that's the thing, we have to consider is, are all these things worth pursuing?
Yeah.
Because the courts are seeming to take the side of the defendants in so many cases. I've looked up a lot of cases, you look in the statutes, here's a little thing from one judge. Cultural perceptions evolve and change. Personal use pickup trucks do not carry the negative implication they might have 25 years ago. In no way could the parking of these vehicles interfere with the quiet enjoyment or the property values of the condominium resident. So,
Condominium.
well, that's a condominium, but other homeowner associations, let me see this one, this is a condominium too. Some of them are homeowner associations, the same thing, where they're looking at unreasonably interfering with the owner's right to use and enjoy their property. And I'm not saying that he's right, he's not playing, you know, by the rules. He agreed to, the grandfathering was an olive branch extended to give everybody time. And so if, it's not fair to all the others who are complying.
According to Becker and Pollicott, if you read that, and you can find it all the time on Marlene's website, that a binding, when you agree to live in a deed-restricted community,
Yeah, you're surrendering some of your
If you sign
constitutional
that
rights.
is a legal binding
Yeah.
document with the association that will stand up in court because you agreed by the rules, and that's why you chose to live.
I agree with you, and we all know that, but how come these judges aren't defending the homeowner association? How come they're not taking the side of the homeowner association?
Because you're reading an excerpt from
Well,
something, you don't know what the case was. Maybe they don't live in a deed restricted.
No, they show, yeah, they have the same law, they even have quotes of rules that sound almost verbatim from what we have. And I know every case is different, every judge is different, but I'm just saying that as a homeowners association, if we keep spending money, I don't know how much we're into this Diane Burnside already, and Ashley Lupo.
No, but it's not costing us anything more. She's already been involved in this case when we went to the mediation in the first place.
Yeah, but it's just that the
So now
point
she
is.
just wants to know we want to continue to go
Right,
ahead.
and her suggestion is, like, she knows it's not the money. It is the issue of our documents.
Okay.
And only in civil court can a judge say, okay, fine, maybe he could say, well, you must keep your truck in the garage.
Has there been a request for pre-suit mediation already? Cause she, on the phone, made it sound like that was her next step, was the pre-suit mediation
Well,
request.
that's what I don't understand, well, she did say that to me too, but she
Okay.
said that if you went back to another pre-suit, this might give this gentleman a chance to say, look, I've changed my mind, I will I'll keep the truck in
So
the
maybe
garage.
she just wanted to try it again, or.
But then, I mean, he said no the last time. We wouldn't do it the last time, he wanted to go with the judge. Now, that's why, when I talk, I would like to ask her why we have to go back to pre-suit.
Right.
But she said, if you go back to pre-suit, he's not gonna do anything. So, he's not gonna, I mean, I understand he did change the date once before, but I think he had the idea that things were going to change around here, and nobody was gonna push the issue, and all the fines were gonna be taken away in the whole 10 yards. Well, that didn't happen. So now you have to continue with what the people spoke. They want the rules and regulations in here followed and
Georgia,
enforced.
Georgia, you do understand if we lose the case, then the judge will say that that clause is not enforceable and anyone can have a truck. If we lose.
No,
That's a change you have
the
to
judge
take.
can, he's not
That's,
going,
we're gonna, if he does win, we are certainly
how is he
gonna.
gonna win? He's one person out of 214
Exactly.
people.
No, I'm saying if he wins that particular case.
He's not gonna win it.
All right, well, we don't know. The thing is to keep putting good money after bad.
But if he wins,
doesn't-
then anyone can have a truck in the driveway all
No.
the time.
They
Absolutely, yes.
can't.
Last guy.
They have to go to court then.
This was a
You wanna go back to
grandfather.
court, then you can go back to court.
No,
Our
because the court
documents
will
say
rule
no
that
trucks.
our law is not enforceable. That's what the court will
Wasn't
rule,
his
if we lose.
grandfather?
Well,
We
you know what?
already won one case, George. We went to court with one case. The fine had to be paid, he had to keep his truck in the garage.
I understand, but if we lose, then we lose the right to stop trucks.
You went to
That's the
mediation
cost of
with that
losing.
homeowner. You didn't go to court. A judge decides in court. In mediation, the homeowner agreed to that.
So if we lose, every truck is allowed.
Okay, the homeowner agreed to it, and guess what?
You still didn't get your
He
money.
still kept his truck outside, and he didn't even pay his fine.
I understand, I just want.
He doesn't
That's why
even live
you
there
need to
anymore.
go to
His
civil
home is in
court.
has been sold.
Judge has
All
to
right.
decide.
Right.
George, I'm
Let's,
not taking
I
sides.
know, you're nasty.
Let's move on with this. Then you wanna be the,
I'd like to be the
liaison.
liaison with this.
Please keep the phone conversations to a minimum.
Bill, I will never call the attorney without checking with him.
Okay.
I don't do business that way.
Okay, so that's fine with me. You wanna
And
be
then I
the
will
liaison?
keep you abreast of what it is.
Okay.
And I will also give you all the other files that I have.
That'd be
So
great.
then
And we
I
want-
can-
Wanna make a motion?
Yes, make a motion.
And then we want Diane to continue the case.
Yes.
I mean, we want to be sure she knows that.
Yes. Once-
I mean, that's what she
Well,
requested,
yes,
right?
because
Yeah,
she
that would be
brought,
best.
we had to agree that she brought the files over with her from Roswell and Andrews.
All right. So we're good? All right.
So I make a motion that George is the
All right, all in
liaison.
favor?
Yeah, Nick
All-
moved to.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
All in favor, one and
Aye.
All right. That's done. Any other business?
Oh, then there's the.
Oh, the 2010 budget, that's a big one.
Line, right?
All right, well, Gail, I'm gonna hand you the microphone,
Why?
and you can pass it back and forth between you and Sarah, because I'm lost with the numbers.
Apparently, as I understand it, the budget that was approved for 2010 is the same a budget we had for 2009.
No.
Not necessarily
The
Was that the
assessment
anything that was
was,
sent out, right? The October meeting minutes are not very clear,
When was the budget meeting held?
right before that meeting.
Oh,
And nobody has notes on that.
nobody has minutes?
Michelle was
I
here.
had
that's right.
something that I told you.
Yeah, do you have?
Phyllis had
Did
them.
anybody take?
Did anybody take notes from the prior board? and
I'm
the-
sure I have them. And I have the approved budget.
That's something I
No,
don't
it's not
have.
legal.
It was approved by the board.
Yeah, but the question is, which one of the 4 documents of budgets that were here